Alright, welcome back to another episode of Ragemore Survival Series. Last episode we did some smelting of sand to get glass, which I then put into the tree fort. I also did complete the quarry a little bit more, so now it's more of a stone quarry. We did create a couple more tools and some armor, which I have a few pieces of armor and just a few tools. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and explore my surroundings. So I have just a few of the resources I need, but I'm still looking for a good source of coal or even a natural cave system, which I have not found yet. So that's going to be today's mission. I'm going to use whatever daylight I have to go ahead and do that, and I'm just going to gather resources as I go. So we do know that my strip mine is going to be that way. Here's the quarry. I'll let you look at what I did while we were gone. Hopefully no creeper sneaks up onto me and kills me again. Alright, here we go. So I just made inside the quarry a little bit where I'm going to get most of my stone from, just making kind of symmetrical stone quarry area. I don't think I'm going to make this into a mine. This will just be when I need materials, so that's probably about as much as I'm going to do there. I have my furnaces there and my chest for keeping things. Alright, so let's go ahead, and we know what's that direction, so I'm going to make a sweep around and just kind of get an idea of what might be out in my surrounding area. So I can see off to this way I have, looks like more island. I have been noticing this tree out here quite a bit from where I was. You may see some chunkiness as I walk because the Minecraft will create the world as you move towards the horizon. So I'm going to go over here and just check out this tree real quick. Nice source of a pretty big tree that I've seen quite a bit out my window in kind of a desert sand or maybe just a beach kind of area. Looks like islands and plenty of more water, so I'm kind of in a kind of almost like a lagoon area. Can use a boat to do a lot more exploring at some point. Just take a look for any resources. We got possibly water falling into just a hole in the ground. Sometimes you'll find natural caves that way. Keep looking. We have some forested island off to the way there, across some deeper water. So I'm still not seeing too much. I see some reeds over there. I want to make sure I remember that. You can use sugar cane, and that's part of making the cake. So it could be a possible food source. Let's see here. Let's skip across the water some. Mostly what I'm doing is I'm just going to use the daylight to do some exploring. Probably should have my sword out. There we go. Collect things that are that I don't have. A couple of the things that I've been wanting to do is get some different red dye, so I'm going to collect those if I see them. Again, it just looks like, you know, a forested island there. Not too big. More sugar cane. Good. It's going to help me build cake at some point. I actually haven't baked a cake yet, so that will be new. And let's keep going here. So I've got just another little beach with an island. Here we are. We have got more forested area that I could clear off or use for building. Mostly still just looking for natural caverns or sources of coal. So we keep going. Oh, I see a cactus over here, so this is considered a desert area. That's pretty interesting. Don't really see too much else out here. So what I'll do is I'll replant these so we get a little more cactus later on. Do something like this. There we go. Those will grow into bigger cactuses now that I've planted them back on sand. You can't put them on any other type of ground, just sand. Piggies, lots of dandelions. Let's keep going. I kind of lost sight of my tree fort, so let me move back in that direction. I'm basically just kind of making a clockwise sweep of my surrounding area. Let me grab wool. I always grab wool as I go. Makes for different things like paintings and the bed, and you can use dyes to make cloth block and do some other things. I thought there was, let's see here, So that's definitely... I thought I saw some stone. No, I did. Alright, there we go. Alright, here's a spider. I see some coal. It looks like a natural cave system, and it's right off of my tree fort area. So let's see if I can kill the spider without dying. That'll be mission number 1, because I could use the string. Make a little way into here. What I'll do is... There you go. Before I do that, see, now in the daytime they are typically friendly until you attack them. So I'm just going to kind of set up a escape route here just in case this turns out horrible. Alright, so Mr. Spider, there now I've attacked him. He should try to chase. I'm trying to stay in kind of an area that he is going to have a hard time of getting me. Perfect. Couple of string. I'm going to be able to use that for bows and fishing poles. So I've got stone quarry here. I immediately need to get this coal. This is an absolute needed commodity for me. This is probably the first game where I've gone so long without a real good source of coal. Normally I find it everywhere and it's not as big a deal. But in this game it was hard to find, and now I have a bunch of it. Perfect. Alright, so I only really have one torch anyways. Here's an interesting conundrum. Sand that, if disturbed, will fall. And I don't know if that goes further. It looks like it goes further. So maybe I should make that fall before it becomes an issue. Oh yeah. Alright, get some sunlight in here anyways. I don't need that torch there now. So if this turns out to be a cave system, which I'm really hoping it does, this could be, wow, even more. Need that there. I'm going to save my torch. Let me organize my inventory here real quick. If I'm worried about this falling, then what I can do is I can either prop it up by using other material, or I can make it collapse, which I think is what I'll do, so that I don't get stuck at some point. Sand is kind of tricky to work with. Gravel sometimes has the same effect. I don't know, what do we got here? This could be perfect. This is exactly what we're looking for. Oh, it's about to get dark, so that's telling me my day of exploration is about over. I see mushrooms. I'm just going to light this up just a little bit so I can see, and there's my first iron. I'm going to grab that, and then I'm going to call this expedition good to go. And what I'll do is I'll have to make plans to go ahead and explore that, and there's a creeper down there. Perfect. So this is definitely going to be a good area for me to work with. Go grab that mushroom, make my way back out. There we go. Oh, I did come down pretty far, didn't I? Kind of dropped down there. One more there. And some dirt there. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Alright, time to head back as it's getting pitch dark out. You guys probably won't be able to see this part. What I'll do is I'll go ahead and cut this off, and I'll make my way back in the darkness. Alright, I had some time to get back to the tree fort. During the nighttime, I used the bed to go ahead and quickly sleep the night through so that I could get back to daytime and I could go back to that cave real quick. It looked very promising, so I want to make sure it's going to be something that's going to work out. And I was able to explore a little bit of it during the nighttime there just before I left, but now I'm ready to go back. So I'm going to head over there real quick. Just close my door here. And I got to keep an eye out for creatures as I go. Always Trying to be safe. Watching for creepers. I don't have my sound up, so it's going to be hard for me to hear them coming at me. So I'm just going to try to make my way, moving quickly. Scanning my surroundings. As you can see, different ones were dead here. Here's the problem with the trees, is that because of the shade, get out in the open here, they can sometimes stay alive longer than they should. So just to make sure, oh, there's actually the cave. Alright, so that's where that sand had fallen in. I guess actually I could just probably dig down here. I want to make sure a creeper doesn't just drop on me. Okay. There we go. Another way right in. Not quite far enough down yet. Alright. There we go. Alright, so this was the little hole in the ground I found, which is a natural cave system. I was able to find just a little bit of iron and some extra coal, so I went ahead and dug that out. And when I came down here, I was able to throw up some torches to give me a better idea of what's down here. So right now, I'm just kind of moving down. As you can see, I was trying to see how far down it would go if it just dead-ended, but it didn't. I found some iron in this little pocket here, so I kind of excavated that. And then I moved down further and then realized it was a pretty good cave, so that I had to go back. So this looks to be very promising. A good tip that I found online about cave exploring is keeping your torches on the right hand side. I was watching some videos from a guy named, I believe it's pronounced Caliph, and he puts out some really good Minecraft videos, and that was a really good tip that I thought that I kind of took to heart and have been using to try to keep from getting lost down in cave systems. So here I have my escape route back up, and I started to move down. I was able to kill a couple spiders here, so you'll see that eventually I have some string too, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with that here in a little bit, but I just wanted to show you the cave a little bit more. I did come across some gold. I'm going to need an iron pick to really get that out, so I couldn't take that with me. Again, pretty nice cave system. I found some mushrooms living down here in the cave. Have to be careful because there could be anything in here. The lapis lazuli. I'm going to have to mine that out with my iron pick when I make one. Some more gold. And as you can see, it looks like I have two branching cave systems. I'm not sure how far either one of these go yet. I'll just kind of take a look, see if it dead ends quickly or if it continues on. Ah, skeleton. I'm going to have to keep my eye out for that guy. This is just a quick tour just to show you a little bit about what I found, and I'll probably make several more videos of really exploring this. And we'll just move and just to give us an idea of how big the area is. Oh, this looks to be like a really good cave system. Keeping to the right tunnel at the moment. I could be surrounded at any moment. So just an idea of how big these things can be. And there we go, we have some iron. And I thought I saw some movement down there, so I have to be careful. Nothing sneaking up on me. I'll just grab a little bit more iron, and then I'll go ahead and cut this short. Oh, a perfect little vein of iron. Love it. Hopefully I don't get shot by any arrows here. Okay, good. So I definitely have a lot more exploring to do, and I'll add that into the video also. Alright, back to my cave system. Perfect. Never pass up a free resource as you're going, if it's in the same direction you're heading anyways. Looks good, and alright. I'm just going to go ahead and continue gathering some resources, and then we'll go ahead and do another couple of videos of exploring the cave system. Thanks for joining.